Welcome to Richard Mabey Presents.
Hello, YouTube friends. It's Wednesday, April 26th, 2023, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm happy to report my West Virginia hat is in great shape. I fixed it with some glue and some tape, and it's just good as new. And keeping with the West Virginia theme, yesterday in the mail came a surprise to me. I have now the Mothman shirt. The Mothman shirt, which is a folklore legend in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. So I'm keeping with the West Virginia theme. I got the West Virginia hat and a t-shirt displaying West Virginia folklore. How cool is that? So I'm about to go out and take a walk. Maybe walk my neighbor's dog. I'm not sure yet. But I've been thinking in terms of my sister and I are going to have a garage sale. Not like this weekend or next weekend, but possibly down the road in June. And so it'll give me time to go through my comic books, and I have to sift out the comic books I'm going to keep and the comic books I'm going to sell. And an additional dilemma is that I've got to price them, which is not easy. And, when you do a garage sale, there's always that individual that says, hey, can you do better? So I'm kind of calculating what I'll go for my bottom line. So I'll talk about that. I think I'll talk about that as I take my walk. So without further ado, here we go. Hello, YouTube friends. Once again, I am walking my neighbor's dog. And there he is, little Rocco. So, I've been mentally preparing for the upcoming garage sale. Hopefully, we'll be able to coordinate it to be a community or neighborhood garage sale. I don't know how it's going to work out, but that's the ultimate goal, to have a community. And I did not it is now 20 minutes after 2, and I haven't had the time to go through my comic books as of today. But I do have to do that and cipher out what I want to keep and what I'm going to sell. And I think I'm not going to go below $1, and that's going to be those comic books from 1990 on, and have them for $1. And specifically, I've been contemplating my Flash comics. I'm definitely not going to sell Batman nor my Superman comic books, but my Flash, I'm leaning towards selling, and I'm thinking about putting them up at $2 each, because there's a certain, that's a popular character, popular superhero, and I have to really think this out with the Flash. The Flash comic books are not so easy to come by, so I think the traffic may bear $2 a copy, or $1.50. I'm not, but I definitely don't want to sell my collection of Flash comic books for $1 each. So that's my dilemma. Spider-Man comics, I'm on the fence. Definitely anything. I don't have many from the 1960s anymore. I sold quite a few of them on eBay back when I was between the phone company and the ad agency, and I was doing temp work for a while, looking for another job, and I sold a significant number of my 1960s Spider-Man comic books, which I regret now. But I got a pretty good buck for them. So I'm going to keep my remainder of my 1960s Spider-Man comic books, and the Bronze Age 1970s Spider-Man comics. I'm going to be pricing them the same formula, book value, based on my comic book price guide from 10 years ago, which probably most of the comic books have increased in value by at least 10%, maybe 20%. And based upon the comic book price guide from 10 years ago, and then deduct 20%. And I think that's fair. And then, there's always those individuals that come and say, can you do better, and that kind of thing. So I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say this. I may drop it $1 or $2, but I'm not going to drop it much than, the price. Now, what I'm going to do is have all the dollar books on one table on one side of the garage, and then anything from $2 up have on the other side of the garage, so I can keep track of that when they take well, I can watch them as they take the dollar comic books, pay for them, and then they can go over to the more expensive comic books. So that's the plan, and it's gonna be a lot of work. A lot of work. Charlton comics are an animal unto themselves, so to speak. I have a lot of Charlton, the race car comics, Charlton, the Army, Navy, Air Force comic books that Charlton published, and also the Western comics that Charlton published. And a lot of those are from the 80s. So I'm thinking they're getting like some of them are getting like between $7 to $15 each on eBay. So I think if I price them at $5 each, that would be more than fair. So it's a lot of work. I've got a little over 2,000 comic books to go through. So that's just going to be a labor of love, and hopefully I'll get a good response. I'll have to see how it goes. And you never know. You just never know. Now I have a significant number of what I call the funny books from the 80s and 90s. Woody Woodpecker, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Goofy, the Flintstones, and that kind of thing. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to price them. And they actually they command a pretty good buck. I'm thinking of putting them up for like $2 or $3 each. So I've got my work cut out for me here. So I'm going to take a break, and I'll be right back. So YouTube friends, that's going to wrap up another exciting episode of Richard Mabey Presents. And in the next, today's Wednesday, I may not get to it this week, but next week I'm going to, hard and heavy, start going through my comic books, sifting out what I want to keep and what I want to sell. I'm gonna keep all my Batman comic books, keep all my Superman comic books, and I'm debating how to price my Flash, my collection of Flash comic books, which is kind of like a unique situation. And then my Charlton comic books, how I'm going to price them. So hope you enjoyed this edition of Richard Mabey Presents. And please, if you like this episode. And even if you didn't like it, please smash the like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Why not? It doesn't cost you anything. So I'm going to close. Hope you liked this episode. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive. This is Richard Mabey, signing off.